Crew of the 161. What's happening, gang? What is going on? It's like we got another good game here. Yankees are up 13-2. Top of the eighth, 2 outs. Good way to hopefully finish this and end the first half of the season into the All-Star break. So really, really good. Tonight is the MLB draft. So I'll probably do a video tomorrow about who the Yankees picked and whatnot. Unless something news pops out, which I'll be sharing too, obviously. And there's a chance I might go live tomorrow during the Home Run Derby. Let me know if you want me to, if you'd like that, or we could just watch the Home Run Derby without going live because it'll distract us from the Home Run Derby itself. So, but you guys let me know. But and you let me know what you think about your takes on Soto and potential possibilities and just insights and what we're hearing now about what the Nationals might want. I put that out this morning in this morning's video with the lineup. It might change the Yankees calculus a little bit, but if I'm Cashman, I'm going to play hardball with that one. So, and again, Cole dominated today, man. 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 12 strikeouts. That's the Cole we know and love, man. Set up to get the win, in which case he'd be 9-2, and yeah, he could be like 12-2, but it is what it is. But I'll take 9-2 with just about a 3 even ERA. So with lots and lots of strikeouts. So he's right on pace for having another 250 strikeout year. Probably go 16-5 or 18-7 or something like that, and looking to have a good year. And again, close to a 3 ERA, and he'll be in the running for Cy Young. He will be. So, and he handled Rafael Devers today, which is fantastic. He handled him, with the exception of the 1 hit by Jeter Downs. He handled the big boy. So that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, man. Yankees need Sandy Alcantara and Trevor Wright. If they can get those guys, that'd be fascinating if they can get them. It would be. So, yeah, Carpenter was on it today. Tim LeCastro, 3 for 4 with a 2-run bomb. Strikeout. Lucas Licky struck him out. Right, we're heading to the bottom of the 8th. 13-2 Yankees. Boston's got 2 runs, 4 hits, and one error. And I don't know if you saw what happened in the first inning, the bottom of the first inning, but Aaron Hicks hit a line drive right to Chris Sale's hand and broke his finger. His finger was like over here. He came right out of the game. So LeCastro and Sale, it's already confirmed he's got a broken pinky finger. So they confirmed it already. So he's going to be out for a little while. But yeah, and Mazza, this is exactly what the sliding Yankees needed that adversity. They need to kind of right themselves a little bit against Boston. So this gives us a good feeling and good momentum head into a doubleheader with Houston right after the All-Star break. So that'll be an interesting one, but one that I think they could actually play well in. So they could play well in. Yeah, the Yankees lineup was really good today, Sean. All across the board, top to bottom, man. Please pronounce Stanton's first name right. Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo. It used to be Michael Stanton. LeCastro was a breath of fresh air today. And even they sat Gallo today, rightfully so, and then they pinch hit him. He hit a 2-run home run. So maybe they should do that more often, just pinch hit him late in the games, and hopefully he'll produce a little bit more. Who do you think we acquire at the deadline? Probably Travis, in all honesty. Probably Ian Happ and David Robertson and some kind of starting pitcher. Luis Castillo would be fantastic. So Joey Gallo's hitting home runs. Maybe question you. Oh, we got some people here. Okay. All right, we're in the bottom of the 8th. Caleb Ort is on the mound for Boston. I don't know who the hell he is, but he's on the mound for Boston. Something if you take Soto and Corbin, then they have to, Mazza, right? It's like, here, take this diamond, this D-cut clarity diamond in Soto, but we also want you to take this gold-plated pitcher wrapped up in poopy called Patrick Corbin, and we want you to take it just for the sake of taking it, and then and give a huge extension to Soto, and give us your top prospects too. And we don't want anything in return. No, get real, dude. Okay, and you think Cashman's going to get fleeced like that? There isn't a chance in the world. Like you're taking Gallo, you're taking Hicks, you're taking Chapman. Those three guys at the very least, combine them together, it's maybe what, about $50 million in total. That's still less than Corbin's contract alone. They're going to owe $80 million to Corbin, so they're still saving the Nationals an additional $30 to $40 million just by taking those three guys, two of which contracts expire at the end of this season. So you want that? You want us to take Corbin? You have to take those things. It's that simple. That's simple. Otherwise, if you're not going to take him, Volpe comes back. I want Volpe back. Yeah, and maybe Waldichuk too. It's got to be that way. It's got to be that way. Otherwise, I rather say no than make a stupid deal with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, Cashman doesn't get fleeced. This dude he's a small dude, but he packs a big punch. Packs a big punch, man. Exactly, Kenneth. This is exactly what we need. We need to get back on track a little bit, win a series here against a division rival too, pick up a few games and give us some, a good feeling and some rest going into the All-Star break. So, and I'm actually glad that Stanton or Judge are not participating in the home run derby, so you get a little bit more rest. I'll take that. Not just Soto week right here. Okay. Between him and Castillo. Well, also with Castillo, I mean, like personally, the way I look at it is if you have a chance to get a generational player, you get a generational player like Soto. But with Castillo, I would like, but you still have to get an outfielder. So I'm going for Castillo and Happ or Castillo and Reynolds one way or another. It's still going to cost less than Soto, but it's just like Soto doesn't solve the pitching problem, right, at all, and Castillo doesn't solve the hitting problem at all. So we need more pieces, obviously. And that's the bottom line too. So, yeah, Chapman, Hicks, and Gallo make $40 million combined. Yeah, about that. Yeah, just close. And Hicks has 2 more years after the season too, but at $10 million per. So that's really not. Corbin's making 23 this year, 23 next year, and then 35 in 2024. So you add that up, that's $80 million. $81 million. $81 million. Baby's still good, ball with AC. She's good, bro. She is good. Michael A. Taylor, not vaccinated. Andrew Benintendi, not vaccinated. No more. Bye-bye. Elite defensively, but if he's not vaccinated, they can't use him in Toronto in the regular season. They can't use him in Toronto in the playoffs. What's the point of acquiring him if they can't use him for certain games? So, Soto 15,585 would be completely insane, but I mean, it'd be nuts. I mean, I think 15 at 37 per would make him the highest paid position player in baseball, and that puts him in about, I think, 515ish or something like that. And you give an opt out like after 6 or 7 years. When he opts out when he's 29 or 30, if he's still healthy and productive and at elite, then he can go get a bigger contract, and that's when I say bye bye. I walk. I just got 7 prime years of Juan Soto. Let him walk. Let somebody else overpay for decline years. It's the way I would do it. But yeah, Soto's not going to be cheap. He'll be the biggest contract ever in history of baseball. It'll be the biggest trade ever. Excuse me, in the history of baseball. We can mark our words on that one. And he's a Scott Boras guy. There's no way it's not going to be. You know what I mean? But you have to give to get, guys. And this is a historic player, historic package. So it's that simple. There's no way. I mean, Yankees are not going to get him. Or there's no way the Dodgers are not going to get him without forfeiting tons of big capital. So make sure you hit that like button, guys. Make sure you smash that like button. You don't mind, we'll try to get him up here. Dominguez is playing well. He just got promoted yesterday from low A to high A. Hit a 2-run home run yesterday in the Futures game, which is great too. And Ken Waldichuk got the save yesterday. Pitched a clean 9th inning. So Yankees prospects played well yesterday. They did. 585. Well, maybe. I mean, that much money? Sure. I don't see him getting 585, by the way. Nah. I can't see him getting that. Pete Alonso. well, the Mets are not going to let him go. I mean, you know, more porn trolls. You folks have nothing better to do with your lives, huh? They find a way to dump Donaldson's contract. That would be big. They could, yeah. I mean, I would take, if you can, sure. If it's a part of a Soto deal, but Donaldson's he's at least defensively elite, and he's not contributing to. He's not killing them in games either, like these other guys are. So you know what I mean. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. But they're going to have to take some of our pieces back if you want us to take Corbin. It's the only way I see Cashman ever being okay with any of that. What's up, Lung? I don't feel good about getting Castillo, but so the way I see it, it's 50-50 between the Yankees and the Dodgers for both of them. And I said in my video earlier, if the Yankees, if they don't get Castillo, then they have to get Soto. If they don't get Soto, then they have to get Castillo. They can be outbid by the Dodgers for both of these guys. So, it's a little bit too early to kind of predict that, but if you can get Castillo and then you get a Brian Reynolds or Castillo, like going to happen with David Robertson, then you have your whole entire deadline there. So that's the thing. Castillo will at least leave some prospects there for them to get other guys. And the Reds have already established the two guys that they want, right? Will Warren and Oswald Peraza. Those two guys, and you can build around that. You can build around it. So that's the that to me is probably the easier path to go. You know what I mean? One more hit and DJ is at 280. Yeah. DJ's heating up. Donaldson's been clutch. Yes, he has. He's been clutch. Inconsistent, but clutch. So I would agree with that, Sean. So I don't see Donaldson like. So many people think IKF and Donaldson are like the biggest problems on the team. They're not. But people like to go with what other people say. I don't believe that, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, the Yankees have a chance to really. And I'm thinking long term too. If you get a long term piece like Soto, you're thinking about winning multiple championships over years. You get a rental, it makes it harder. So if you're gonna go, you go for the big ones. Correa, Trey Turner, Ohtani, all free agents. Ohtani's not a free agent until after the 2023 season. And we have to wait one more year for Ohtani. And long DJ May just got hit with a pitch. These guys keep hitting Yankee players. They hit Rizzo earlier. They hit freaking DJ's down. Looks. Julio Rodriguez from the Mariners. It's never going to happen. They're not going to trade him. They're not going to trade him. It's not happening. That's completely. It's a bigger fantasy land than Juan Soto. So, Yankees third baseman leading MLB in defensive metric. Yeah. It's hit him like in the elbow, I think, or in the back. Oh, shoot. They're much better. I mean, like I said, defensive run save this year, they're top 5. Last year, they were ranked 26th. That's a huge improvement. Defensive performance by the Yankees. Huge improvement. And that makes difference. It makes a difference. There's no way the Yankees get Soto. I'd rather see them pay Judge. They try paying Judge. They try paying Judge. It didn't work. So, I mean, there's no way they're going to pay Judge $400 million, $360 million. So, yeah, a little bit above the elbow. Okay. All right, well, Gallo's up again. He had a 2-run pinch hit home run last time. We get the bases loaded with 2 outs here. It'd be kind of cool if Gallo went yard here and hit a grand slam. Gleyber Torres' stock is up a little bit too, Mr. Coconuts. That's true. Flip from both guys. I mean, possibly. He's a flippable piece. He could be. I'm curious to know what the final packages are going to be for both these players. What it would be. So, obviously, it's going to be high. He just said, Cashman said, it's either big trade or small. So we're either getting Soto. He always says that too. He says it's either going to be a lot or a little. He's so cryptic with what he says. He keeps everybody guessing, and then he does things that nobody knows about. So this is typical Brian Cashman. We're either going to get nobody or a blockbuster trade or maybe a few guys. Like, he gives you all three options that are obvious, and then it's like, we're going to do either one, probably one or the other. And like telling us stuff that we already know, but in a cryptic way to make you really, really like stay locked in as to what they're doing. It's funny. Castillo happened, D-Rob, that'd be a nice offseason. I mean, nice trade deadline. We were very nice trade deadline. So why would you empty all prospects? Well, you're not emptying all prospects. You're emptying a lot, but not all. And remember, the draft starts tonight. So they're going to restock the farm a little bit tonight and tomorrow, this weekend, with players. So every time, they give up prospects, they're going to keep replenishing the farm. We have a first-round pick tonight. They have a second-round pick tomorrow. Like, they do this on a regular. So many connections, 98, 61, 27, or 39 teams I have. It is a fantastic run. It really is, Sean Browning. You're right about that. 98 Yankees were very close to the teams in terms of record. They were a deeper team. Had a much better 7 through 9 than this team does. So hopefully they get better one way or another. Fly ball, Gallo to right field. All right, he's out. Mazza, always a pleasure having you on, brother. Be well. Have a great rest of the weekend, man. And I'll talk to you next time, homie. Renzo, 98 Yankees went. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Do I think the Yankees will part ways with Volpe only for Juan Soto? Jaguar, only for Juan Soto. When does the draft start? 6 p.m. Eastern time. So in an hour, the draft starts. In an hour. Yankees pick 25th in the first round. The Orioles pick first. So I did a draft profile a couple days ago about a guy named Spencer Jones from Vanderbilt. He's kind of like the left-handed. They're calling him the left-handed version of Aaron Judge. He's a hard-hitting outfielder with crazy exit velocity. He's like 6'7", 240. It's like Judge's size. And he hits balls over buildings. And he is projected to get down that far. So don't be surprised if the Yankees get him. Don't be surprised. Yeah, Castillo and Reynolds would be the most ideal, to me, deadline. Yep. Yeah, 98 pitching staff was crazy. Boomer, okay, Andy, Cone, and the bullpen was crazy too. Like it was a ridiculous team in 98 case. It was relentless. The lineup. Remember, they had several Hall of Famers on the team, so it's hard to compete with a team like that. It really is. Brilliant. Yeah, Carpenter past Shane Spencer. He's the only Yankee. No, actually, one of 4 Yankees with 2 games of 7 RBIs and more in the same season. You know who the other 3 are? Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and Joe DiMaggio. And they have Matt Carpenter on that list. Big fact of the day. And here's another big fact. 16 of 24 home runs from Giancarlo Stanton, 2/3 of them, I have either tied the game this year or put them ahead. So most of his home runs are clutch home runs. What I think about Kumar Rocker, I mean, it's possible. He's got a big arm. I don't think he falls that far, but if he's there, I would take him. Would I swallow Strasburg and Corbin to obtain Soto without giving up anything of value, without giving up any prospects? Or I don't think so. I would have been throwing some money. That's a boatload of money right there. A ton of money. That's an interesting proposal, Gerald. An interesting proposal. Reynolds might be on the IL for another week or so. Jackson Holiday, yeah, outfielder. Matt Carpenter, man, he's pretty remarkable right now. Who's in? Is Johnny the lines ago? Hmm. Yep, Johnny Loizaga is on the mound. All right. Hopefully he has a better outing in the first inning. He got roughed up the other day. But it's only his first outing back, so they did rush him back a little bit. So I expect him hopefully to be a little bit better today. They have a comfortable 13-2 lead, so there is some margin for error, but hopefully he just looks better than he did last time. Timothy, Yankees are up 13-2, man. Kicking butt here. Kicking butt. And we're just talking about trade deadline stuff and the draft, which starts tonight, and the All-Star game, home run derbies tomorrow, All-Star game's Tuesday. So, yeah, Ballin, Kumaraka would be a nice get. He would be a nice get. I'm surprised it didn't work out the Mets. Should have had a 6. Yeah, I mean, you think so. 3-3 homestand, I'll take that. R2D2 cone balls. And so, yeah, I know. No kidding, Joe. Yeah, Neil Wise is going to have a better game. His pitching is looking a little bit better today, so he looks a little bit more crisp, which helps. And again, he had a couple months layoff, so it's going to take him a few games to figure out his bearings again. And but I think he'll find it. I think he'll be okay. Yeah. Struck him out. One out. Nothing yet, Aiden. Nothing of significance news-wise. If there was significant news, I'd be putting it out. I'd be announcing it here, or you'd get a video right away on it. Am I going to be? Nah, I probably won't be live for the draft because the Yankees don't pick until the 25th. The draft is relatively boring. It's not the NFL draft or the NBA draft. It's pretty boring, actually. So, but I'll put out a video of who the Yankees pick and whatnot. And we'll go there. We'll go from there. Richard, it's 13-2 Yankees. Rumors are Soto on $600 million. Where'd you hear that rumor, Gerald? That's crazy. Loizaga. Yeah, I'm hoping Loizaga is healthy too. I mean, I really am. Right now, he looks pretty decent. Got the strikeout for the leadoff guy. He's 1-0 now. He's not as rusty as he was last time, so I'll take that. Yeah, the MLB draft is the most boring of all the drafts. No doubt about it. No doubt. Tim King and Jordan's call was dominant. 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 12 strikeouts, no walks. And he was money tonight. He was absolute money. So now the Yankees are winning 13-2 in the bottom of the ninth. I mean, it's the top of the ninth, excuse me. So how many rounds in MLB draft? I still think it's 40. If I'm not mistaken. They may have scaled it back. Let's see. Let's have a look and see. It used to be 40. How many? How many rounds are in the MLB draft we got? Now it's 20 rounds. Now it's 20. Ooh, base hit. It's right field. Threw it in. Okay, single to right field. 20 rounds. Yeah, with some competitive balance and compensation picks and stuff like that. So it's 20 rounds instead of 40. Yeah, Cole got 12 strikeouts today. He had a great performance. Fantastic. I mean, Carpenter was, again, awesome. And a lot of the other guys are awesome. The whole lineup was a fully balanced attack. And it really, really was. You would think Benintendi would get the vaccine if he gets traded. I don't know, Juan Plug. He might get traded to a place that won't care if he has it or not. Maybe like a National League team who won't be playing in Toronto. Yep. 13-2. Yep. Yeah, I'm not ruling out the Padres either for somebody like for Juan Soto. They have the pieces together. They do have the pieces together. Braves will pass on. I think I could see the Braves making a trade. I think the Mets are going to make some trades to the deadline, but I see the Braves. I could see them passing the Mets like in sometime in August or September. They're kind of gradually climbing team, Braves. So the Mets have held on to that first place mantle for a long time, and depending on who they get, will determine whether they can keep holding on to it. I think. And you have Jacob deGrom coming back, and if he's healthy, and dominant like Max Scherzer, they're going to be very, very hard to beat. Very, very hard to beat, no matter who is playing them. Yep. This is true too, Wampler. We split in Fenway, and it feels like we lost that series. Yep. I'm rooting for Kyle Schwarber, Tyler Casper, in the home run derby. Kyle Schwarber. Carpenter. I would like to see Carpenter in the lineup like 3 days a week, or maybe 4 days a week, no more than that, just to get him some somewhat regular playing time. Let him get some rest. He's an older player, and see what we can get out of him. Just enjoy the production, Renting. So I don't think any team that trades for Soto is going to give him a long-term extension. It doesn't make sense to give up, your several top prospects and the biggest prospect package ever to just let him go in 2024. Doesn't make any sense to me. So DeGrom has an opt-out bat again after this year. He can opt out and become a free agent. It sounds as if he's going to exercise it, Jacob DeGrom. So it's going to be interesting. Jonathan, the CBA will have a draft lottery beginning in 2023 with the first 6 picks. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a different lottery. That's right. Mm-hmm. It's going to be an interesting format starting in 2023 with the draft. And I'm hoping that the Ghost Runner goes bye-bye too. So I can't stand the Ghost Runner, to be honest with you. No. Soto refuses to accept. Then he does. If somebody offers him $500 million and he says no, then he says no. I mean, that could backfire too. But again, he doesn't have 5 and 10 rights or veto rights, so he can, say which team he wants to go to and not wants to go to or whatever. So, but at the end of the day, the team is going to try to extract as much capital as they possibly can. And they'll be like, "You're going here, and you don't like it. You wait till you become a free agent, and you sign up somewhere else." So, Jay, I think Sale will be out probably a month. He might be out until September. His pinky's broken, so, and he's going to have to ramp up again and whatnot. But that was a tough injury today, a very tough injury. So I can't stand the Ghost Runner either, Mike Pellegrino. Can't stand it. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Rob Refsnyder, former Yankee prospect by Johnny Loizaga. And the pitch. Oh, little blooper base hit. Over the shortstop's head. All right, we got runners on first and second here with Johnny Loizaga up. There's 2 outs now in the bottom of the ninth. Top of the ninth. So, and Sale, you might be right. Sale might not pitch for the rest of the year. And I said, don't be surprised if the Red Sox get a starter, a Frankie Montez or whatever. Don't be surprised if Luis Castillo goes to the Dodgers, somebody like that, to really put them over the top, or the Astros. The Astros would be my dark horse for Luis Castillo. That one would be crazy. All right, who do we have up here now? Alex Verdugo's up. Then the 0-0 pitch, ground ball. Game over. Yankees win. 13-2. What a way to go into the All-Star break. What a way to go into the break. Unbelievable. Fantastic win. And, keeping that lead at first base. Some great performances by players. And just a great win by the Yankees. So, took 2 out of 3 from Boston. Now we got Houston's up for a doubleheader, so right after the All-Star break. But now we can get a couple days rest. A few days, which would be nice. Sale should do a run. Yeah. Yeah, from the Yankees, I'm making some moves. Yankees are 64-28. It's 92 games played so far. 64-28. It's a good record. 36 games over 500. Yep, Cole, 7 hits, 7 runs, innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, 12 strikeouts. Matt Carpenter 1 for 4 with a double. Pretty good performance by these guys. I love it. 2 touchdowns in 2 days. You're damn right. MF. Keep him in this lineup. Keep him productive. You know what I mean? And again, I'd be playing Carpenter 3-4 days a week, no matter who's pitching. I'm very happy with this Yankees team right now. And yeah, Castro was 3 for 5. He had a home run. He had a couple singles. What a way to come back to the majors today. So what a way to do it. You know? Yeah, Carpenter. I mean, Yankees got lucky. They got lucky. He was sitting there. Nobody was calling. Thought he was done. They got lucky, man. So I think to me, he's the beefed up 2022 version of Raul Ibanez. Remember when Ibanez came to the Yankees and he became this hero for the 1 year, clutch hits, home runs in the playoffs. I feel like Matt Carpenter is that same type of guy, and so he's to me our 2022 Raul Ibanez. Yeah, Trout's having back spasms. 4 straight games he's been taken out. 4 straight games that he's been scratched, I should say. So. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes again. We're at 50 now. Smash that button if you haven't done so yet. Let's see how quickly we can get up there. Again, it's greatly appreciated. I thank you for that. Angels ring down. Yeah. Angels need a break too. Some of their players need a damn break. And I'm curious to see what Ohtani does. I think there's a chance that Ohtani, after next year, might test free agency and sign elsewhere. And if he does, then I think it opens up the path for Trout to ask to be traded. So I could see the Angels losing both of them. I could. I really could. We'll see. Right, DM? It's kind of like Ibanez, man. Just left hand, clutch, veteran, just a good, crafty player, fundamentally strong. As quiet as this thing, and just out-of-worldly performance. I mean, Ibanez was like that too. I don't know if it was 2013 or 2015, but Ibanez was a god here for like a year. He was a god. Let's see here. Cash is on. Yeah, man. Yeah, MF. Yeah, that's right. And I agree too. That Reds pitcher would be fantastic, Luis Castillo. What's up, Jared? I know I'm chatting, Jared. I'm scrolling through, trying to make sure I'm not missing any good comments. So if I get quiet for a second, it's because I'm trying to scroll a whole bunch of comments. So. Devers, Ohtani, Judge. Yeah, man. What's up, Sean? PS. What's going on? I'm hoping Cashman sees this on something makes no. I don't know, Udo. I don't know. I think he has to make a couple of moves. I think, in my opinion, I really do. The Angels are terrible right now, Lorenzo. That's why I could see them losing Ohtani and losing Trout. I really could. Yeah, they were in first place for a while. Now they're 15 or 14 games under 500. They just complete turnaround in the wrong direction. We went from 50 to 67 likes. Nice job, folks. Let's smash that button. Let's get over 100. Let's get over 100 likes. What happens with Chapman? I think Chapman's going to stay around for a little while. As long as he keeps performing like this, Mike T, it's kind of wrong to take him out of it. So I guess you're getting busted for saying Giancarlo Stanton instead of John Carlos is going to. This is what happens. Yeah, it's nitpicking stuff, Steven. I can handle the criticism. I can handle the criticism. It's to me, it's not a scandal. But I love the guy. I love Stanton. So I love John Carlos Stanton. So yeah, Jesus. Tonight's the draft. 6 p.m. is the MLB draft. The Yankees pick number 25th in the first round. So 25. So we'll see who they pick. I'm still leaning towards Spencer Jones from Vanderbilt. They call him the left-handed Aaron Judge. So watch out for him. Man. Yeah, and the series win into the break. Almaraz, now these guys can get a couple of days rest. I mean, it's not a game again until Thursday or Friday. No tipo still part of it. Exactly, Harold. The rhyming with Stanton, I know. Giancarlo. That's John Sterling, right? And Cole was on the money today. It was fantastic. That's the Cole we know and love, man. Yep, and he's not going to pitch in the All-Star game. Neither is Justin Verlander. They're both taking a breather. So he can just enjoy the time, enjoy the experience, and come back, and pitch next weekend. So, Mr. Stanton, if he helps him, yeah, man. Yep. Mr. Stanton's fine by me. Fine by me. As for Trout and Otani, I would take Otani at this point. Otani's significantly younger, so it makes more sense. Kumar Rocker is at 25. Yeah, Kumar Rocker is another one franchise. If he's there, it's kind of hard to not take him. He's got a big arm. The projections are having him go around in the top 20, but anybody could fall, Anybody could fall. And the Mets didn't sign him last year, so and he had a little bit of a procedure to clean something up. He's healthy again. He's dominating, so he'll make somebody happy. And he was better than Jack Leiter most of the year last year at Vanderbilt. So yeah, Lorenzo Mets drafted him last year. They never signed him, so they get another pick and they get their existing pick. So they get a second first round pick this year, the Mets, and he's back in the draft this year, Kumar. So he's a big, big, big arm. Morning, Bruce. Out me. Damn right, great win, baby. That's right. We love these great wins by the Yankees. We love them. No, I don't think Nesta is going to start the All-Star game. Wink. I don't think he will. If he does, he does. But the other guys like Dylan Cease, some other guys I think are performing a little bit stronger. I mean, Shane McClanahan too, and some other guys. So, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it'd be cool if he did. So, Gallo is not under contract after this year, Angel. His contract expires at the end of the season, so he's an unrestricted free agent at the end of the season. So, Verlander's not going to start now one play. He's already said he's not pitching because he pitched yesterday. And he pitched really well yesterday. And he moved up the strikeout list. And so him and Cole are not participating. They're going to be there in the festivities, but they're not going to play in the game. So, which is totally fine. I want to see Logan Gilbert make the team. Logan Gilbert's been really solid too. Yeah. But it's a good Yankees win. A really, really good Yankees win. Herman, they said, is coming up right after the All-Star break, so sometime next week. They gave him his last rehab start. Was it yesterday, the day before? Went 6 innings of like one-run ball, a one-hit ball. So he's looking pretty decent. He'll be back up in the Bronx sometime next week. That's what we're hearing. So, 28 in the loss columns. Yeah, no kidding, Brusco. I like that. Was the best offensive shortstop in baseball. Yeah, probably one of those. Gerald. I don't want robot umps, but I understand why people do. I think we just need better train dumps. Better train dumps to me would be better. Retraining or recertification. Like so many other people have to do it. Doctors have to do their, recertify every couple of years. Testing. I think umps need to be doing the same thing. Retraining, getting sharper, like refining their skills. Do I think Les Castillo is a strong possibility coming? Yeah, I do, Angel. I think he's a very strong possibility. I think he gets moved at the deadline. I just don't know for who and where. So, or to. That's what I'm most curious. But I think he does get moved. Average age, something like 60. Yeah, we need some younger ones too, Brett. Would be a good idea. Stanton might be part times Dominican. I didn't know that. Man, Carpenter, his baseball dad. High school. Yeah, baby. Yeah, Larry. Matt Carpenter's like the Magnum PI in the Bronx right now. Right? He's the Magnum PI of the Yankees. Carpenter. Less the core 4. I think this is why Cashman has that trade. Well, I think he's trying to create another type of core like they had before, and I think it's the core 5 DM. But because I like to add Bernie Williams to it, but not a fan of Soto's cocky, I guess. So I think play. I mean, if we're not getting Soto and we have to settle for Brian Reynolds, even if it's possible, I would be a happy man too. I'll be a very happy man. I hope there's names. Recertifying is just part of continuing education, Morning Brew. Exactly. And that's like, I wish umpires did that. I don't understand why they don't. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Sharpening the skills is not a bad thing at all. No matter what you're doing, sharpening the skills is always a good thing. So, all right, 83 likes. Can we get over 100? Can we get over 100? Let's see. I appreciate that, Larry. Thank you, man. I want to try and keep it going, try to keep it enjoyable. I'm going to put out breaking news. I'm going to go live for a live podcast and live stream on trade deadline day. So, like 5 or 6 hours. That's going to be, you're going to get all the live stuff coming in. When all the trades come in, you'll get the trades, you'll get the details, and blah, blah, blah. So, that's going to be hot. That's going to be hot. That's going to be a really good one. So, I can't wait for that. I really can't. Bleacher Report just flashed Yankees and Mets going after Soto. Yeah, I'm not sure the Mets have what the Nationals would need. It's going to cost more anyway because it's an in-division rival, so they're going to want more from the Mets. There's no doubt about it. But we'll see. I can't imagine anybody kicking dirt in a row, but that's why one of the things I would miss. I want to see the fun of the two people arguing. 1.43 ERA and Cole's 4 seem what he's dealing, dude. Cole's a beast, man. Cole's a beast. Cohen can afford to swallow. He can, but at some point, I mean, Strasburg's salary is an even bigger albatross than Corbin's is. So, and well, we'll see what happens. He signed a 7-year, $245 million deal, $35 million per year, and he's hardly pitched any innings of that deal. So that would be ridiculous. No excuse for these continuing. No, I hear you, Michael Jimenez. Totally hear you. Trade within the division for Soto sounds like a disaster. Yeah, for the Mets, that would be a very expensive trade. Trading for Soto, a very expensive trade. Luis Alvarado, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I hope you come back. Hope you subscribe and come back and enjoy more content. But thank you, man. Welcome, by the way, Luis. Welcome to the channel, brother. Umps need to be retrained. Yeah, exactly. Retrain these dudes. Retrain these dudes. It's like they say players. The Yankees don't be complacent. I say the same thing about the umps. Stay locked in. Stay focused. Stay engaged in the game. Learn how to call better games. That's not a bad thing at all. Pitch clock. It's kind of crazy eating because it didn't sound like it was being followed today by the Red Sox pitcher. The guy that replaced Chris Sale. But I'm not really. I don't really care about that as much as I do the ghost run. I think the ghost run is pointless. So, but I'm fine with the pitch clock. I really am trying in an effort to make the game somewhat productive and efficient, maybe, but we'll see. Couldn't imagine trading my whole farm to the Nats just having to play them. Well, exactly. That's the other thing, Ben. The Mets are going to give up a lot just to play the team that they're sending all these guys to. So. That'd be a tough one. Don't call strikes. Yeah. Well, the same thing applies to Stan. A lot of guys, they were calling some terrible strikes on the Yankees. Terrible his last couple games. Terrible on Judge. Terrible on a lot of guys. Tim LeCastro. Yeah. Tim LeCastro had a great day, man. Yeah, Molly. Enjoy that vacation with the family, too. Because Bums cross pitch selection. Yeah, absolutely, Udo. 100%. Who can all afford Soto? The Dodgers, the Yankees, probably the Padres, probably the Mets. Only a handful of teams, I think. A handful. Need to come out of the break against Houston, perform what we did. Damn right, Russ Cron. We can make a statement against Houston. That'd be a different story. It'd be a really, really good confidence booster for the Yankees. Need to come out of the break against Houston. Yeah, no doubt, man. They get Soto, will they trade Judge? They might, Jonathan. They might. Or they might just make a run and say, let's try to do it with Soto and Judge here, and then let Judge walk in the offseason. We just don't know. That's the other thing. That's one of the things. And then that's not something Cashman will ever give any insight on. We'll never know what he's thinking, ever. So my guess, if they get Soto somehow, then they'll probably keep both of them and try to make a run this year, and then maybe let him walk in the offseason. Would I trade Volpe for Soto? Yes. He's the only player I would move Volpe for. The only player. Why haven't there been moves so far? Well, there's still 2.5 weeks. You see, it's still a little early. And generally, the moves will start right after the All-Star break. That's when people really start kind of getting ready and getting lined up to make moves at the All-Star at the trade deadline. So it generally doesn't happen 2.5 weeks out. So the timing is kind of how it's set up that way, accordingly. The Giants could afford him too, yes, sir. I can see the Giants signing Judge for agency. With the upcoming Ohtani free agency affects how much. Well, Ohtani's not a free agent at the end of this year. He's a free agent at the end of next year, if I remember correctly. And and so I'm not exactly sure. I think the Judge contract might affect the Ohtani, but Ohtani has a different skill set, right? He's younger than Judge, and he does both. So I don't know how they're going to determine that value. I just don't know. But if he keeps in the running for MVPs, he's going to cost a ton of money. Ton. As I talk with the Yanks on Reynolds, we did hear that they're interested in Brian Reynolds, but now that Soto is kind of taking over the conversation, Reynolds could be on a back burner, but that's exactly a good time to strike too. And say, hey, we haven't left, man. Talk to them. They're a good trade partner, the Pirates. So he's on the IL too, but I would still be pursuing a Brian Reynolds to have here because he's got 3.5 more seasons left of control, and that matters. It matters. So, but he's not going to be on the IL for like months and months and months. It's an oblique injury, so he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Thank you, Udo. These folks, they're relentless, right? Never complain about the length of a game. Really love the game. Yeah, I don't really care either. How long it is, I don't care. Yankees Red Sox games are always longer than the other games that they play with other teams. So, but as long as it's a good baseball game, I can care less. I'm just getting 10 seconds of money, which makes it impossible. Yeah, man. Pepitone, oh yeah. Tom Tresh, oh god, yeah. Old schoolers right there, baby. Old schoolers. Gallo should either go to the Padres or Rangers. I would agree, and those are teams to be the ones that are most poised to get him. So, we'll see. Yankees, Tampa Bay games are always. Yep, Tampa Bay is another tough one. Yeah, long games with the Rays as well. Yes, indeed. Gallo, Seattle might happen, Landis. That's not a bad destination for him. They need some pieces. They need some reliable pieces, and a change of scenery I think will probably help Gallo out. So if it's Seattle or San Diego or somebody like that, or the Giants or Arizona, I could see that being a better fit. So, and I like Gallo, it hasn't worked here in New York, unfortunately. That's unfortunate, but so let's see what happens. Yeah, damn right, Dominic. 27-3 the last 2 games. That's what I'm talking about. That's the Bombers we know and love, baby. That's right. How much do I think Soto's contract will be? Probably between $475 and $525 or something like that, I think. Merrifield has vaccinated. Yes, so there are 10 Royals that are not vaccinated. They put 10 guys on a restricted list the other day to go to Toronto and called up 10 prospects. Merrifield's not vaccinated. Michael Taylor's not vaccinated. Andrew Benintendi's not vaccinated, and a bunch of other players as well. They have issues. Robbie Ray from the Mariners, not vaccinated. So, you actually have I have the list here. Let me pull it up. MLB players. Non-vaccinated list. Here's the list, the updated list of players. Let's see. Here's a complete list of unvaccinated players. All right, here we go. Let's go by teams here. The Oakland A's: Austin Allen, AJ Puck, reliever AJ Sned. Matt Singh, thank you so much for the donut, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, Yankees are interested in Soto, baby. Yeah, I mean, I'm not ruling anything out with the Yankees. I'm really not. They, and this is what Cashman says: we can do nothing. We can get Soto and Brian Reynolds. I'm like, he's so cryptic with everything, but that's what Cashman does. He wants you thinking, and just wondering all the time. So that's the way he rolls, man. But thank you, Matt Singh, for the donor. I appreciate that, brother. All right, so Boston Red Sox, Jaron Duran, outfielder, not vaccinated. Tanner Houck, not vaccinated. Seattle Mariners, Robbie Ray, reliever Drew Steckenrider. Cincinnati Reds, outfielder Albert Almora, Brandon Drury, reliever Joe Kuno, and Tyler Mahle, starting pitcher. Chicago White Sox, Dylan Cease, starting pitcher. Kendall Graveman, reliever, unvaccinated. Minnesota Twins, Max Kepler, reliever Trevor McGill, another reliever Emilio Pagan, and reliever Caleb Thielbar. Baltimore Orioles, reliever Keegan Aiken, and outfielder Anthony Santander, another person that they talked about as a trade candidate. Okay. Tampa Bay Rays, Brooks Raley and Ryan Thompson, relievers. Phillies, Alec Bohm, infielder. Their ace, Narinola. Another pitcher, Kyle Gibson. And JT Realmuto, their catcher, all unvaccinated. Royals, Andrew Benintendi, Whit Merrifield, MJ Melendez, their stud catching prospect. Their DH, Hunter Dozier. Pitcher, Brad Keller. Brady Singer, another pitcher. Michael A. Taylor, outfielder. Kyle Isbell, outfielder. Reliever Dylan Coleman, and catcher Cam Gallagher. All right, those are who's left of the unvaccinated players. So that's where we're at in terms of unvaccinated. So that list is there, and hopefully they need to cut back off the list. But it'll just tell you where, it'll give you an idea where the Yankees might not operate at the trade deadline. So I'm not sure yet. I might do a live play-by-play at the All-Star game. Maybe. I'll see. We'll see how my girls are doing first. That's kind of takes priority. So if they're okay, generally, because I'm the one that makes the meals and the dinner and everything, so I got to be available for that stuff. So, yeah, more likes than people is always nice, man. It's always nice. Torres is better than Spirit. Yeah, Torres, I think, got a hose for the All-Star game. But yeah, so that's the unvaccinated players list. And yep, Hicks ball that broke. Yep, Aaron Hicks, that's right. Pinky in your estimation was at the exit velo hit hard that, and home was in the Well, yeah, it was a straight forward line drive instead of that up home run against the Astros. So yeah, exit velocity hit him right at the spot too. If you saw his pinky, was like over here, and it's confirmed to be fractured. That's a crap situation if Chris Sale can't get a break. So I wish him a full recovery. I don't wish anybody anything bad, but that's a big break for the Yankees and a crappy break for the Red Sox. So, and it is what it is. But their job is to hit the ball hard. You can't really control that. You don't know where this guy's throwing. He's got these crazy arm angles, and you hit the ball. It just happened to go in the direction, and Sale put up his hand to defend himself, and he got hit in the pinky. So, you know what I mean? 106 mile an hour. That's a pretty good exit velocity. And that's really hard. That's hard to dodge that pitch, especially when he's throwing, he's already over here, and then he's coming back, and the first thing you're going to do reflexively is defend your face because it came right at him. And you put your hands up, and you're putting your hands up this way, and the ball's coming towards this part of the hand, which is the pinky. So it's no surprise. Anyone but Dominguez for Soto after seeing that home run was pretty ridiculous. 15 years for today and 40 million won't be. This is so true. Landis Grant, so true. So true. Yeah, I'm not sure I didn't too. I don't know why. Player voting is crazy, fans voting, so that's what it is. Chris Sale trade. Yeah, they gave up a lot for Chris Sale. A lot. So he helped them get a World Series. I think that was their goal, but he's had a lot of injuries since then. So, and I heard he's a dick too. So yeah, Angel said it too. So but yeah. But anyway, let me let you all go. Go enjoy the rest of your weekend. The Yankees are done. They won 13-2. They're heading into the All-Star break, 36 games over 500. Let's enjoy a couple of nice down days. And I might live stream the Derby and the All-Star game. Maybe I have to see whether I'm able to do that. But and I'll also do a video about who the Yankees draft too, so you know exactly who's coming into the system, who's joining that system. So, Morning Brew, I'll see you soon, man. Yeah, man, Cole took it to Devers today, man. I got to get it to him. Took it to him. Took it to him hard, man. But what do you mean, how would I rank every Yankees player, Aaron? What do you mean? I appreciate you, Angel Torres, man. Always the best. I'm not sure what you mean, how I'd rank the Yankees players, but let me know in the comments so I could think about it, Aaron. But let me let you guys go for the rest of the weekend. 13-2 Yankees heading into the All-Star break on top, baby. Donaldson did look pissed. But you do. Enjoy a couple of down days. Have a great weekend, guys. Peace and love. Talk to you all next time.